So for a number of years I've always been living in a house just outside Kilkenny. It was 10 miles outside the city centre. My family live in Kilkenny City and I was really mad to move back into town. I would have been familiar with the area. There is a lot of lovely bungalows here and they're very rarely for sale. So two came up at the same time, so I was really lucky to have an option. So a friend of mine who's actually a builder, he came out with me and he looked at both houses and saw huge potential in this house. And so yeah, I went ahead and put an offer and here we are today. Always a bungalow. When I was younger, I wanted a big house and I wanted, you know, loads of bedrooms, and then I suppose with my lifestyle, etc., as I said, I travel a lot, so I just totally changed. I wanted a cute little bungalow that I could really, I suppose, adapt to my lifestyle and what exactly suited my needs. So I suppose I worked very closely with my builder and my architect to see exactly how we could utilise the space as much as possible. The house itself was probably a little bit smaller than what I actually wanted, but unfortunately for houses, as you're aware, in city centres, you pay a lot more for them, and a renovation, it ain't cheap. I moved into my house last Christmas, which was absolutely fantastic. I was working from home at the time, so I was able to be on site every single day and be project manager. I'm sure the builder at times was like, would you ever just go away for a few days? So it was great to be able to watch everything on a daily basis, and I guess each step, when the windows arrived, the doors, etc. It was just, I loved every bit of it. In fact, I would love to start all over again. People always ask me, what would you do different now, or what would you change? To be honest, nothing, because we planned it so well, and as I said and keep mentioning, my builder was amazing. I probably changed the plans 20,000 times on a daily basis, so it really, a lot went into it. Okay, so it was an old house. They were built 20 years ago. I know the lady who lived here prior to me, she had done a little bit of work, so it wasn't bad, but structurally it needed to be insulated, it needed new windows, doors, etc. And I suppose what I wanted to do was really gut the whole house and start all over again. So at one point, it was literally just a shell. I paid for a house and I ended up with a shell. I was then able to, I suppose, mould and adapt the house the way I wanted. So I totally moved everything around. I had planned for 3 bedrooms. It was previously a 2-bedroom. I changed the hall. I wanted the house to be nice and bright, and I'm sure you agree, that's one thing I really achieved, is the brightness in the house, which I absolutely love. I just wanted it to be clean, warm, and a nice relaxed feel in the house, and whereas previously it would have been very dark. So there's a lot of windows here. I used a lot of nice white tones, and I think the choice of tiles, etc., just puts a nice little element to it. I have the pergola then to the back, which I absolutely love, and it's just such a great outdoor space for family, friends. I'm hoping to use it a lot more now, I suppose. We've learned to use our gardens a lot more, spend more time in them, and I've noticed a lot of people are putting a lot of money and investing into their gardens, and I just think it's, if it's one thing you do when you're planning is, leave room for maybe a pergola or a nice outdoor space. I can sit there no matter what the weather is. It's just so handy. I suppose a big decision for me was whether I'd go with the modern kitchen or, but then I said, no, I'll go with something that's a little bit more traditional, but with a little modern twist to it. And, I probably, by the time the sale and everything had almost gone through, I nearly had my kitchen design picked out. I just love this space, like, and just sitting on the couch looking out into the garden. It's so peaceful, you know, on my days off, just to, you know, you almost feel like you're sitting in the garden under shelter. But then in the winter time, it's lovely then, it's quite cozy as well. But I had great plans for this house. I wanted an office and I wanted so many things separately. But as it transpired, I now do all my work here at the kitchen table because it's so bright. I'm sitting at the window. It's just so multi-purpose functional. So like open plan, when it's done right, planned properly, it just works so, so well. To watch the walls come tumbling down every day, it was amazing. Like the first month.
Was there a moment there where you're like, what am I doing?
Oh, no, it was the opposite. It was like, oh my God, seeing all these walls coming down and the space just being open, and you know, you could really see the potential then. But like the first month, things just went so, so quick. And then I suppose when you got to see the house as a shell, that was when probably some of my plans actually did change slightly. So just in right time. So you had a clearer vision or a view of what this potentially could look like. So much light just came in once, you know, it was all opened up, and yeah, it's incredible what you can do, really. I really like the 6 months before I bought this, I really knuckled down and saved every penny, because at the end of the day, you have to show your finances to the bank. You have to show them, you know, why did you buy this and why did you buy that? And so really had to change my lifestyle completely. But then again, COVID did help, you know. So, and especially when you're single, when you're applying, you know, yourself, even though I had a mortgage previously, you know, with no problems, it's still like you're starting all over again. But this time I found it a little bit more difficult because I was buying a house and then I was doing a renovation. So there was potentially two, you know, for the sale and then for the renovations. First night here, it was just so surreal. It was everything I had dreamt of and thought of. It was so peaceful. Then great night's sleep, got up in the morning, walked into the kitchen, and it was just so bright. Sat down, had a cup of coffee, and just was so grateful. Took a few minutes just to take it all in, and yeah, a moment I'll never forget.
Is this your forever home?
You can never say forever.
Are you serious?
Oh, it's so funny actually, Peter. There's 2 other houses here in the area, and they've just started complete renovations, and I'm looking every day driving past going, oh my God, I wonder what they're doing now. And like, I just get so excited when I see, you know, all the work going on, and yeah, it genuinely just excites me. So I don't know, it is, but who knows what's ahead.